And then what you want to do once a year is your content map out getaway. Okay, what is this? I'm going to be very specific here, and I really encourage you to follow the steps very closely. Here's what I do. In December, either before Christmas or if I have downtime after Christmas, which I usually do, my kids are off school for a couple weeks. At the end of the year, in December, sometime, I want you to book a hotel room in your town, or you can go somewhere really cool if you really want to, but you don't have to go far away. Get away for one night. If you're married, if you have kids, ask your spouse, hey, babe, I need to get away for one night to do some strategic work to map out my entire next year's worth of content. I like to go to the beach because I'm not too far, so I'll just book a room on the beach because I like to sit out on the balcony and like look at the ocean, and then I like to take breaks and go for a walk on the beach. Long walks on the beach by myself literally is one of my favorite things to do. And the idea is simple. Drink a lot of coffee, maybe have a beer, but you want to stay focused on your Google Doc or Word doc, whatever you like to do. This is very simple. You put 4 or 5 headings. These are your content buckets. And then underneath these content buckets, I want you to just bullet out 10 to 12 post ideas based off of what your audience was telling you, what you already know you want to share in the coming year. The idea is, let's say you have 4 content buckets, 4 main categories. Instead of thinking about a year's worth of content, I want you to assume you're going to make 1 piece of content a week, 1 stellar piece of content per week. You're basically shooting for about 50 bullet points here, 50 topic ideas. And so by having the content buckets, all you need to do, if you have 4 content buckets, 4 categories, you need just 12 post ideas for each bucket. That'll give you 48. If you have 5 content buckets, then just 10 in each category. That'll give you 50, right? And then there's 2 to 4 weeks that you can come up with on the fly. Here's the 2 benefits for you. Number 1, you can focus the whole year on just creating. You can just focus on actually delivering the content for one and making it awesome. So when you sit down to do your next video or do your next blog post or do your next podcast, you're not thinking about the what to talk about. You're thinking about, how do I want to share this? What cool things do I want to mention? What other resources do I want to point people to at the end of this episode? You're getting creative about the content because you already know the what, you know the big idea. And the second benefit is, again, for your audience. If you have content buckets and you've got them mapped out evenly, let's say you have 4 buckets, 12 ideas per bucket. Guess what? There's typically 4 weeks in a month. Now, when I sit down to shoot a month's worth of content for you, I can make sure I've got a work-life balance episode, a growing your income episode, a starting your business episode, and a success mindsets episode, which creates balance so that I'm talking to all the people in my audience evenly